Hello everyone, welcome back to the CodeYaa. So today we will be continuing with the module 1, and first we will do the revision of the previous concepts, and we'll be moving with some advanced like if-else statements, and today we'll be deep dive in the if-else statement and seeing lot many examples of if-else. And also there were not many videos in this much days, so the reason was we were finding and preparing notes for you. So here is the detailed notes in front of you. As you can see, the notes are clearly visible to all of you and cover all the important aspects regarding to the programming language Python. Okay. So yes, let's begin. I will be doing first the revision in taking some important points, revising some concepts, and we will begin with the if statement very soon. So see, in the introduction to Python. So we have seen Python is a high-level, general-purpose, and very popular programming language. Generally, this type of questions are asked you as a beginner. So Python, remember one thing, Python is a high-level programming language. What is a high-level programming language? The language which is a high-level programming language, it means that it can be understood by the human itself. Okay, so we can code, and that particular language can be compiled and can be understood to the machine as well. So it is being used in web development, machine learning applications. So Python programming language is generally used for the web development machine learning applications. Python programs are generally smaller than other programming languages. So nowadays you can see in many schools as well as colleges Python programming language is taught. The reason is it is very simple. If you know the understanding of the language English, if you are very good in English, so Python is a very simple task for you. Okay. Programmers have to type relatively less than, and the indentation requirement of the language makes them readable at the time. As we have covered this part in the previous session as well, indentation. So because of the indentation, it makes the code flow or whatever the modality of code is a very good. It is a readable. At a time, you will be understanding what the things are happening actually there itself. Okay. So very simple syntax and easy to learn. As we have printed this thing. Okay. Let's see now again. As I have my compiler open here itself. Okay. It's open. So by writing just print and passing any string to it in the double quotes, you'll be getting output. Shift enter, control enter, or just run this. Okay, you'll be getting output. So we have run our first Python code in the last lecture as well. Now here also I've started with the revision. So see, general purpose language. So simple yet very powerful language. Python is a very simple language but a very powerful language. The reason is it supports at the backend as well front end, and lot many applications such as machine learning, AI, artificial intelligence, then your deep learning, big data, computer vision, whatever things you see around you are the all applications of the Python itself. So you can see console application and scripts, desktop application, web application, game development, machine learning, deep learning, AI, big data, etc. The reason I'm repeating this thing again and again, because whenever you are learning any particular language, you should know why we are learning that language. That's a very important thing. And you can see the Python programming language, why it is a very famous language. The reason is multi-paradigm support. What does it tell? It tells that procedural style type programming like C. If you have learned C programming language, you have seen the way of writing a C programming language. What the structure we follow in the C programming language. If you have learned Java, if you have learned C++, we see there, oops, that is your object-oriented programming. If you have not learned, no worries. Okay, what the things I am telling you? These are the different types of programming. You can say style or a format to code, and the same thing is happen here itself in the Python. You can do in any way. It depends on you. Okay, so functional programming like list. So all this thing can be done in the Python programming also. Portable or platform independent. Many times this type of questions are asked in the interviews like portable or platform independent. What does it mean? It means that programs are typically first compiled into an intermediate code, then the code is run by the interpreter. As the thing is again repeated here, that is the interpreter. The Python code basically is compiled into an intermediate code. Then the code is run by the interpreter. Okay. Remember one thing, the Python code is run step by step, line by line. That is your interpreter. Dynamically type. What does it mean? Dynamically type. It means that if you are taking x is equal to 10, y is equal to gigs, or x is equal to Python, what does it mean? So remember, the notes are prepared with the help of the resource available on the internet. That is your gigs for gigs, tutors point, W3 schools. Okay. So see, dynamically type. What is this? Dynamically type. See now. As you can see, this is a very simple example in front of you. Let's see. If I'm writing x equal to 10, y equal to my name, okay, and I'm writing x equal to again 7. If I run this particular block, if I want to print y, you can see my name is printed. But when I will be going to print x, you will be seeing the 7. But why not 10? So the reason is dynamically typed. So this feature is different from C++ and your Java. They are statically typed. It means that the programming language, whenever you see the C++ and Java code, they are not dynamically typed, but in the case of Python, it is a dynamically typed. The reason you can see here itself. In Python, we don't have to specify the variable name. For example, whenever you write the programming, whenever you declare any variable in another languages, you write in this fashion. That is your index equal to 7. Okay, but in Python, you don't need to write it already. In only Python, you need to write x is equal to 7. It will be going to understand what is this thing is. Okay, if you want to check its type, just say type of x. You will be getting it. Okay, no need to write float x equal to 7, float y equal to this, then string equal to string y equal to this, any variable. Okay, let it be any variable. It is a very important point. This feature is different from C++ and Java. They are statically typed. In Python, we don't have to specify the variable name. Again, repeating, in Python, we don't have to specify variable name. You don't need to write this thing. Okay, you don't need to write this thing like int y equal to 10. Okay, no need to write. Okay, so invalid syntax itself. Only write y equal to 10. Only write y equal to 10 and print it. If you want to check its type, already you can see dynamically it will be saying it is an int type. Okay, now see about the disadvantage. There is a one disadvantage as well. But the disadvantage is in this that the type is assigned in the runtime of the program, so there are more chances of runtime error. So what is the runtime error? Whenever we will be doing a lot many different types of variables and we will be declaring a lot many things, you will be getting the understanding of what is the runtime error. Okay, so for this point of time, remember the disadvantage. That the disadvantage is that the type is assigned in the runtime of the program. Whenever your program is running, at the time the type is assigned to that particular variable. Automatic garbage collection, again a very important point. Okay, what is the automatic garbage collection? So very simple line I have written. The person who have prepared these notes, they are very simple, in a very simple and easiest manner. Here written that it means when you dynamically allocated memory, so you don't have to worry to releasing this memory. What does it means? It means that when you dynamically allocate any memory, so you don't have to worry about what the things is going to happen in the memory itself. Okay, it will be releasing this memory. Popular application built in Python. So I hope everyone know what are the applications available according to you in your mobile as well as the desktop, whatever seeing around you, such as your YouTube, Netflix, Quora, Instagram, Dropbox, more applications. There are a lot many applications, not up to this all things. Okay, lot many applications. Your ChatGPT, OpenAI. So print in Python. Okay, so let's see now what is this. What is this print in Python? So this is a very simple function. Print in a Python. A function is a set of instructions that takes some input from us, do some work on those parameters and produce some output. So print is a very simple function in front of you. Lot many students were confused why we are writing only print. So print is a function. Okay, whenever you want to print anything, you need to write print. Hello. So you can see I'm passing a string in it. Hello, my name is Yash. A very simple thing in front of you. Okay. Hello, my name is Yes. You can see it is printed successfully. Okay, you can print whatever you want, any number, any and other thing what you want, you can print here itself. Okay, you can see. You can perform some mathematical operations as well. 78 plus 2, you will be getting 80. Simple thing. Now provided, you can see the notes are provided some examples. Print hello, print welcome to GFG, print hope you are enjoying Python. Very simple lines are printed. I hope you will be going to practice this simple lines. Okay, now let's take this example. Hello, and I'm writing print. And I'm going to write a print. How are you? Can anyone let me know what will be the output for this code? Just think what will be the output. Let me run it now. You can see whenever I pass any blank, it will be not considering, it will be also printing a blank thing. Okay, so remember this type of things. You can see what the format we got in the output. And I am asking you again one thing, that hope you are enjoying Python. So now let's move ahead. There is another one concept, that is an end and a separate parameters and print. What does it mean? A very simple thing. Let me introduce with you this thing as well. So we are using end as a parameter. What the thing it is doing? If I'm writing print hope. Okay, let me write. I think, comma. And here I'm passing. You can see what the format I have written. Same thing I'm writing here. One thing is in front of you. That is end equal to double quotes. What does it mean? What does it mean? Now see what the thing I'm doing. I'm writing print. A very simple thing I've written, and let me run it. I think you are great. I think you are great. You can see I got two spaces. Let me edit this space. Now you can see I think you are great. So what this end is doing, it will be not going to the next line, it will be just simply taking your both the print statement and to a one line with the help of a end parameter. Okay, you can see with the help of a end parameter. And here the same example is provided, welcome, then it end, then to GFG, welcome to GFG. Very simple example in front of you. End parameter creates space and it tells what should be printing after its printing. Again, I'm repeating, end parameter helps to print by taking a space, okay, to the same line. And in sep parameter, and what is the sep parameter? Sep parameter, when we have multiple input parameters, we use sep to separate them. By default they are separated by a space. So what does it mean? This question was also asked to me in my interview as well. Whenever I am writing, suppose take this example itself, a very simple example. So take an example of a date. So this is a date in front of you. So now I want to separate it by a particular separator. So let us take as like the way we have taken in this same way we have to take a shape. So what should be the way you are separating? You can take this and let me print. You can see it is separated by dash in front of you. It will be separated in this format. If you want this, okay, no worries. Just you need to write in the what format you want to separate. Okay. Remember this thing of separator and end may ask you in different types of interview as well, because students does not remember this lot many things. A very simple concept. Okay, how to separate. By default they are separated by space. If you don't write anything, by default they will be separated by space. Okay, so let's move ahead. Now we will be seeing the variables in Python. So I'm revising the concepts, also I'm taking new examples. Okay, now see variable. As we have covered variable, again repeating, variable is a name that is used to refer to memory location. Variable is a name that is used to refer a memory location. I hope you understand by the line itself what is a variable. Variable is a name. So whenever in a Python, variable is known as an identifier and used to hold value. In the last video, I also explained the identifier concept. Whatever names you are writing for the identifier, and the maximum size of the identifier is 79. Okay. If you've gone through the last video, you will be going to come to what is the identifier. Whatever name you are giving to the variable, it is that identifier. You can check. In Python, we don't need to specify the type of variable. In Python, we don't need to specify the type of a variable because Python is infer language and smart enough to get variable type. So you can see the same thing is repeating again and again, because if you are good in this all things, if your base is perfect, the further journey is very simple for you. Okay, that's why I'm taking and putting lot many efforts to the first upcoming lectures. Okay, now see a very simple example in front of you that is doing some simple calculation and presenting some output in front of you. I will be not telling you what the thing is happening, just I'm writing in front of you. Just think what should be the output for it. See, same thing I'm writing, okay? Not a, I will be taking the same value. Price is 100, tax is 18, tax is 18, okay? And some simple operations I have done. Total minus price equal to price plus tax. Total minus price equal to price plus tax. Total minus price is equal to price plus tax. And I will be going to print total minus price. I will be going to print total minus price. So think what will be the output. This is the example taken, so your thinking ability should work. What the thing we have done, what the things actually happened here. If you are giving a little efforts to think, you will be getting a simple idea what the thing is happened here. Let me run. If you are understanding what the thing we have done, what the mistake we have done, then you are at the proper track. Cannot assign to operator. You can say syntax error. Cannot assign to operator. Why? Now see how variable works. Before going to it, you can see here again. What is this thing? Output 118. We are getting output 118. But why I do not get an output 118 here? Again repeating, why I'm not getting output here. Variable naming conventions, that's why I've separated. Lot many students do mistake here as well. They find that we can write the variable name in this also, but we want the total price. Total price is what? Price of these two things. I can only write just total, but I want to write a proper naming convention. Either you can whenever you're giving a variable name, please do not separate it by space. Do not separate it by a space. If you're writing in this way, you will be getting cannot assign to operator again. So you need to write a proper variable name. Okay, see why this type of things is not happening here. You can see what is the reason. Either if you're writing this type of operators, this is a minus sign operator. Okay, if you're writing plus, you'll be again getting error. So what is the good thing? What should be used? If you're writing a total price only, you'll be getting 118. Okay, this is a good way. But generally, you can go with a camel case. Follow this type of convention. That is a camel case. Either you can go and write in this way also. If you want to write total price, each starting letter capital, okay, or you can separate it by a underscore, or you can separate it by a underscore in this fashion, okay. So you can see writing a proper variable name. Please remember this thing. Now let's move to the next part, that is how variable work. You can see x is equal to 10, y is equal to x, z is equal to 20. X, y, z, these are three different variables. Now if we say w is equal to z, if I say w is equal to z, okay, by example it will be giving you more clear ideas. See, x is equal to 10, y is equal to CodeYaa, and z is equal to 20. Okay, let me run it. So as we have mentioned, if I am doing w is equal to z, then what the thing is happening? So I am taking a new variable w and I'm assigning it to z. So what the thing will be happening here? If I am printing now w, I will be getting the answer that is a 20. Okay, I'll be getting answer 20 because the same value what is for the z, same value will be assigning to the w as well. You can see here itself. But but here one thing they have now written that w is equal to 30. W is equal to 30 as you can see, but if w is equal to 30, so what will be the now output? So in this case now output, if you want to see, so let me print now your x, y, z and your w. Okay, you will be getting now 30 because the new value assigned to the w is now 30. Remember these things, okay? These things are very important things. In the earlier case, there is no any value for the w, and here in this case, you can see we have assigned the new value for the w, so we'll be getting the output as the value assigned. So yeah, that's the reason Python is dynamically type. Again, the same thing. If you want to check the things, what is happening already, we have done with this code. For practice purpose, please practice again it again and again. A very important note: using a variable without assigning it cause error. What does it mean? What does it mean? If I'm writing a, okay, a is not defined, you will be getting a directly a error. Okay, a is not assigned, and let me write print a. You can see name a is not defined, name a is not defined, name a is not defined. Using a variable without assigning it causing error. So whenever you are writing any variable, please assign a particular value as per the your code required. So you will be getting a desired output. Okay, you can see here. So now see input in Python. So today we'll be going to see as well as the input function in Python. So now what is the input function in the Python? The function is used to take input from the user. So now the journey starts. So now we will be taking input from the user as well. Okay, see, I'm writing name is equal to input. Name is equal to input. What is your name? Question mark. So you can see if I pass here my yes. Okay, I've just got a output printed as a yes. It says okay, but you want to write a output in a proper format, you can go with again writing a print statement and writing in my name is a yes in that format. Okay, you can see here in the example itself, the function input function used to take input from the user as I explained. If I'm writing my name is equal to input, enter the name. So you can see in the code I have written. So you can write here like this way: print welcome, welcome. Okay, and plus whatever the input will be coming from the user, that name. Okay, so let me run. If I'm writing yes, you can see welcome yes. Very simple thing. Okay, welcome and the name whatever taking the input. So you can see the example, enter the Himani, welcome Himani. Okay, Python program for addition. Okay, now let's see. So now very important and a big concept we're learning, that is the Python program for the addition. Okay, so you can see how the way we are taking input. Again repeating, if you not understand how to take input, suppose I want to take a input age, I will write age, then I will write input, then in this brackets I will ask question, what is your age? What is your age? Okay, so the prompt will be going to come in the front of the user. So I will be printing the uh, suppose my age. I'm writing any simple line in front of you. Okay, my age. Okay, so if I write 18, you will be getting my age 18 in that way. Okay, just explaining you the concept of the input function. Now see, example of addition. Okay, so we want to add two numbers. We want to add two numbers. Program for addition. Okay, we want to add two numbers. So let me take num one is equal to input. I'll be telling user that enter your first enter your number, one. Okay, and in num2 I will be asking user. Again, I'm taking one more input from the user. Enter your number 2. Okay, a simple line I'm writing. Enter your number 1, enter your number 2. So now what is our task? Our task is to do the addition of it. So I will be writing print num1 plus num2. So what do you think? What do you think? If I'm taking two numbers from the user, will it be doing the addition of these two numbers? Okay, let's see. Let's try. So let me write enter number 1 5, number 2 10. Oh, what the thing is happen here? I got output 5 1 10. 5 1 0. Is it a correct output? The correct output, what should be expect from this program, what should be the 15? But we are getting 5 1 10. Sorry, 5 1 0. So there is one important thing you need to remember, and that the thing is a very important thing. Okay, whenever you are doing this type of things, whenever you're taking input, the input you take in the format of a string, and the addition of those string will be this, that the 5 and 10 will be considered as a str string. If you want to check the type of num1, you'll be getting, sorry, I want to run again whole program. You can see str. I'm getting str. Okay, so this is of the type string. So here you can see what the thing we have done. We have tell the program explicitly that this is type of int. Whatever the things we want to add, this is the type of int. So what is the way of doing this thing? So let me comment this part and see here. You can write again, if you're entering num1 is equal to int num1. So now you're telling that num1 is of type int num2. Okay, now see, let me run 5 10. Answer is 15, and you can see the type of num1 is int. And same for, if you want to check the type of num2, it will be also int. There is another way. Okay, there is one more way. Instead of writing this in this way, int, we can in the input itself you can tell the type of it. Suppose n1 is equal to what the thing you have written here, just the same thing you need to write, but inside the int. Means here you are while taking input itself, you are telling to the user it is the integer input. Means you are writing the code in that fashion. Same for the number 2. Now if I will be doing the addition of it, that is a print n1 plus n2, you will be getting the output whatever you want, that is 20. So you can see the addition is done correctly. Okay, I hope you all understand this code and the concept of integer input function, print function. So let's move ahead. If you not understand, please go through the notes again and again. So input always give us a string. I have repeated, I have explained this part to you. Okay, input always gives us a string. So whenever we need mathematical expression, we have to convert it from string. Whenever we want to use a mathematical expression, we want to convert it. So you can see we have converted here. Okay, so type in Python. So now what is this type in Python? We have learned this in previous session, but again repeating. Type is built-in function that tells you data type of a variable or a value. I have used type function in this video, in this lecture, in the previous. Now also in this, you can see in this code also I have used type function to check the type of a variable. So I'm not writing code for it again and again. You can go and check the type of different types of a particular whatever value you are assigning to a variable. So let me take this value. If you have heard about a complex number, you will come to know. If you want to print it, I'll be printing C. If you want to check the type of C complex, that is a complex number. Okay, in this way you can check a lot many different things. If you want to check, go through it, practice it. In Python, the one more concept we will be learning now, that is a none. We use none to indicate that we don't know the value yet, or we didn't assign any value to this variable. Okay, so whenever you don't know any particular value, you just simply pass none in it. In Python there is no char type. If you want char, you should create single char string. So what is this thing? We'll be seeing it by the code itself. So remember, in Python there is no concept of a char. String is a sequence of char. String is a sequence of char. So see here, in this example, also this example I have taken, just go and run this code in your terminal or in a Jupyter notebook. We'll be getting the output. Okay. Now further in upcoming session or upcoming lectures, we'll be going to see the array, or in Python we call it as a list. Array and dynamically add and remove items. Items are stored in continuous location. If you're not understanding this part, ignore it, because we will be learning it. For example, L is equal to, you called it as an array. Okay, no worry. You called it as an array, you called it as a list. No worry. But in Python, please call it as a list. Array is a list in Python. So whenever I run it and I want to check its type, so see what will be the type of it. See the type of L. That will be the list. When you will be printing L, you will be getting, sorry, you will be getting this type of list. see the format we are writing in the square brackets, it will be the list. Okay, just a simple introduction of the list. Same for there is another thing, if you instead of a square brackets you are writing a round brackets, then it will be giving you the type, and the type will be a difference, that is you can see I've written in front of you. So it seems to be like a list, but it is not a list. Okay, the difference is you can't modify once you created a tuple. So see now, same thing, writing here, but instead of this square brackets I'm giving curly brackets, sorry, curly not round brackets. Print L. Now type of L will be tuple. So side by side, remember one thing, your list is mutable. It means that whatever things you can see in the list, it can be changed and modified. But in the case of tuple, it can't be modified. So that's the reason tuple is a immutable, tuple is a immutable, tuple is a immutable, tuple is immutable, and this is mutable. The same thing I've written here itself. Okay. So list mutable and your tuple immutable. Very famous interview questions, mainly asked in all interviews. Okay, tuple and list. So in list you can do the such as operations, such as whatever the operation like create, modify, all the things can be done in the list and it can be modified. But in the case of a tuple, it can't be modified. Okay. Okay, I have highlighted for you. I have used the markdown. So I have repeated how to use markdown. Go in markdown and markdown but particular thing. Yeah. And there is a set as well. Set is a collection of items where all items are distinct, and set is a like a mathematical set. So let me, why I'm telling you this all things, because I want to explain the type function. So we are checking the type of each and everything. So set, if you are learning your 10th class, 12th class, or your engineering, simple things, what is set? So you can see now in the set, type of set S. In set, if you're writing a repeated values, it will be not, because all values in the set are unique value. If I running it, if I run it, you can see the 10, 20, 30 is only printed. Okay. Set contains the set of unique elements, that is a distinct elements in the mathematical set. So see now there is another one more thing, that is a dictionary. What is dictionary? A dictionary are used to do mappings. Mapping means key value pairs. This is a collection of a key value pairs, item, price, roll number, name. Suppose in your school, you have the concept of your roll number. So roll number one is of Yash, roll number two is of Atharva. Okay, and if you print this sorry, roll number, you'll be getting these things printed itself. What is this? This is a key value. One is your roll number, that key, and name. And this is a value. That is your Yash, Atharva. That is a value. If you want to check its type, you will be getting a type of it as a dict. That is a dictionary. I hope a very simple introduction to this all this data types as well as the data structure, all the functions used in the Python programming language. So we have seen dictionary, list, tuple, set, just a simple introduction. Okay, we are going to go deep dive in it and we'll be studying in detail what the actual operations we will be performing, because in modular coding or when we are doing our programming or we are developing any software, we use this type of these things. Okay, as per our program, as per our application needed. So again repeating the one thing, that is a type conversion in Python: implicit, explicit. I'm not writing code again because I've explained this to you. So see here, in implicit first, a is equal to 10, b is equal to 15. A is equal to 10, b is equal to 15, c is equal to a plus b. So print c. So what the thing is happened? 11 point, sorry, what the thing is printed? Okay, 11.5 is printed, 10 and 1.5. So d is equal to true, e is equal to a plus d. D is equal to true, e is equal to a plus d. So see what thing is happening here. Very simple example. Suppose my a is equal to 1, b is equal to true. If I am doing print a plus b, what will be my output? Please guess. Pause the video and guess. Output will be true because the value of true is 1. If you are writing same code and instead of true you are writing false, the answer will be 1. Okay, false has the value 0 and true has the value 1. This thing is explained here in implicit. In explicit, see, s is equal to 135, I is equal to 1 plus int s. So I have uh, explicitly mentioned that my s is int. If I'm writing f is equal to float s, so output will be getting in the form of the float. If I'm telling, and you can say I mentioned the things, I mentioned explicitly what will be the type of it. Okay, so see example, s is equal to 150, b is equal to 10, so a is equal to int, in 150 plus 10. Okay, let me do it a float, and I'm taking a new variable for you, that is e is equal to 75.6. and I'm printing int of p. You can see output. You can see I got a 75, only 75. I have not got 75, 75.6. Same case in of a, if I print, I will be getting 160.0. This is called explicit. The way we are doing this all things, it is explicit. Means we are telling to the variable, we are telling to the particular thing what should be the type of it. Okay. Same thing can be done in the form of a list, tuple, and set. So this is an assignment for you. You should do these things. Okay. For example, I am taking in front of you s is equal to CodeYaa. So if you print, as we have seen the introduction of the list, tuple, and set dictionary, just go and write here print list of s. See what the thing is happen. This is a very famous interview questions. Okay, we will be asked such type of questions. We'll be going to tackle these types of questions in the interview. See, see the output. See the output what we are getting. Here, all the unique distinct elements are presented in the set, and the order you can see some order is following. It can be increasing and the decreasing, but generally it may not or increase on decrease format. Okay, but generally we say it is increasing mainly. Same for if you want to convert in a binary, hexagonal, octagonal, you can go and try this thing as well. You'll be getting a value in that format. What will be the binary value of 20? What will be the hexagonal value? What will be the octagonal value? Okay. So we have also seen the comments in Python, and I am using comments. You can see in the code whenever it is necessary, I am using comment because it should understand by you. And in the industry as well, when you are doing the modular coding, comments helps to understand your code to the other person. Please follow the comments. Use comments. So we may wish to describe the code we develop. We might wish to take notes of why a section of the script. For instance, formula, procedure, and sophisticated business logic are typically explained with comments. So when you are working, business logic or some extra additional things are explained through the comments. Single line comment, multi-line comment. I am not explaining the multi-line comment, okay? I will be explaining you. Docstring. What is docstring? The string includes in triple quotes. That comes immediately after the define function are called a Python docstring. So see docstring. Suppose in our YouTube channel, this in about section. Okay, let it be. Let me copy this thing only. Okay, I have copied this much thing, and I have to comment this part. Using this thing, it will be not work because there are multiple lines. So the thing you need to follow that is docstring in triple quotes. What is the thing I will be writing? It will be ignoring that thing. You can see. You can see. Hope you understand the docstring. The string enclosing the triple quotes. So that comes immediately after the defined function are called a Python docstring. Okay, this is a Python docstring. So yeah, so now we have done all the revision part to learn lot many things. So last part, that is a if else and elif in Python. So there comes situation in real life, as we have seen lot many situations in real life when we need to do some specific tasks, and based on some specific conditions, and we decide what we decide. We decide what should we do next. Similarly, in the programming, what happens? You need to decide either we want to go with this step or that step. Either this is true or that is false in that way. So there comes a situation in programming where a specific task is to be performed if a specific condition is true. So see, in such cases, conditional statements can be used, and the conditional statements are if else, nested if elif statements. So in this video, I will be not writing a code for it. I will be just explaining you the concept. In the next video, I'll be taking a detailed code for it. Okay. So if statement. So in this, if the condition is true, then if part execute, else part executes. So remember, if you are purchasing something, if you're purchasing something, then this much amount will be deducted. If you're not purchasing, the same amount will be remaining in your account. In if and else part. Okay. So if condition, statement to execute if condition is true. You can see a simple flowchart in front of you. There is any text expression which is passed. If it is true, then the body of if will be going to execute it. If it is false, if it is false, then the statement just below if, whatever statement you have written below if, that part will be going to execute. See this last example, and we will be stop here. I will be also writing this code. If 10 greater than 5, print 10 is greater than 5, print program ended. If your 10 is greater than 5, then this thing will be printing and the program will be going to stop. So see, for today, just see if. We'll be continuing with the if else, elif, nested if else, whatever all things in the next video, a detailed video for the if else. Print 10 is greater than 5. I hope you understand the indentation concept I have explained. You can see automatically 4 spaces are given. If you are not writing this colon, if you're not writing this colon, now see, if you're not writing colon, it will be not identifying what the thing you are telling the in the Python. If you're writing colon, see, 4 spaces automatically given. No worries. Print program, sorry, in double quotes. Program ended. 10 is greater than program ended. Okay. If let me check this, change this sign. No result. No result. So what the thing? If the user is using, user will be displaying nothing. It will be quite confusion for him. So for that we will be learning else. But for not this video, so you can just remember this part for this video. Okay. You can see the way we have got the result using the if statement. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Not many things you have learned new. You can see we have done the 71 cells. We are at the 71 cells. We have done not many code today itself. Okay, please go and practice all these things. I hope you have enjoyed this video because I've covered all the previous concept because there was a lot many break between this and these notes I will be also providing you. You will be enjoying the session and the next session will be continuing with the if else statement. Okay, so I will be meeting you in the next video. And one thing I need to share with you that please go to my GitHub. So there in the repository data science master, there are some assignments for the Python, and these are the beginner level assignments. Okay, go and practice these assignments. You can see all the answers are also provided. Basic level, all things are explained. I hope you will be liking it. And that was all about this video. And we will be meeting in the next video. Till that time, have a great day. Keep coding, keep learning. Happy learning. Bye bye.